So today I kind of want to spotlight one of the beta fish that I have in my fall breeding program. This is Subject B, otherwise nicknamed as Calypso. I believe it's Calypso. Yes, Calypso. Um, this video is actually really difficult to film, although it's like what, a 6-minute video. In all fairness, it took me 2 days to film. So if the water gets darker throughout the video, that's not your computer, that's not my camera. It's just that I added some catappa leaves and they release tannins the longer they're in there. So uh, it's for the benefit of my fish. So let's start talking about this particular beta and some pros and cons as to adding her to my fall breeding program. As you can see, she's gorgeous. Like, she's really, really pretty. I adore this fish. She is like such a dark blue that she's almost black. I should say for the sake of the video that yes, she is a little bit bloated. I'm aware that she's a little bit bloated. If you look closely, you'll see that I'm slowly adding grindle worms. I intentionally very slowly overfed her for this video just to get her more active and to get her kind of a center shot. Plus, I am trying to fatten her up just a little bit for the breeding program. So if, she looks a little bit larger than she should, that is why. It is the results of a controlled experiment. She's fine. She's healthy. I'm observing her every hour. But like I was saying, I really like her because she's so dark blue that she's black. But obviously, as you can see, she has these beautiful white tails with, well, fins, I should say. She has these beautiful white fins with this shimmery metallic blue trimming. I don't know if you can see it on video very well, but it's absolutely gorgeous. She's shimmery blue with a dark black base, and it's the same with her tail fin, with the exception of the white, of course. Now, I actually had a little bit of trouble when it came to pegging her particular tail type. I ended up actually having to go the extra step and get a hold of some people that work with the International Beta Congress. And I actually had to talk to them a little bit and go through their genetics a little bit. And it was a lot of fun. And after talking, I think it was 2 people. I think there was a third one that I didn't talk to, but somebody else talked to. There might have been a fourth. I don't know. Sorry. I only personally talked to 2 people, and I sent them extensive videos, live streams, and pictures of her trying to specifically figure out what her exact tail type was. And after talking to them, what we were able to assume, now of course, unless we are actually doing a gene test, which I'm not going to do, without doing that, all we could really do is guess. So what we figured out was that she is a half moon delta, or I guess you could just call her a delta. She's like right there in between, but something interesting about her was that she had a hint of double tails. Now, I'll make a video about this in the future, but I just want to say for reference, and this may get some people off of my side, I am firmly against double tails. Genetically speaking, it is a mutation, not a new trait. Is an actual mutation that does take long-term significant effects on the fish's health, and I'm very not comfortable with double tails. This actually almost disqualified her from my breeding program. The only reason that she is going to remain in my breeding program is because early on in my fall breeding program, I have accepted the fact that I am going to have to cull heavily. And for those of you who are not familiar, to cull means to humanely euthanize. And although some people are offended by that or upset by it, it really is for the betterment of the species to cull out bad genetics, especially on fish like this that are so line bred and mainstream that genetically they're beautiful, but they're just not practical. So I will be heavily culling any fish that I get from her, just because I don't know if you can see it. Wait for her to come back into view. But if you look very carefully, you can see that on the very, very center of her caudal tail, there is an internal dip. Now, what this means is that there is a possibility that she does have the double tail genes. Although they're not dominant, they are present and visible. I don't know if you can see it. She has a little bit of a dark dip in the center of her caudal fin, her tail fin. Now, like I said, this almost disqualified her, but I really want her genetics so bad. She's such a beautiful fish. But sadly, it does mean that I'm going to have to be culling out any fish that have any resemblance to the double-tailed gene. I will go into genetics later on so people understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. But yeah, I am really, really excited to work with this fish. She's one of my favorites. She's so exciting. This is the only fish that I have set up in my bedroom. I was literally there with her for hours just trying to catch the perfect images of her to splice into this video for you guys and kind of talk about genetics. So yeah, this is Subject B, nickname Calypso. I'm excited to start this genetics line and this breeding program in the fall. So let's take a moment and just watch this beautiful fish be a beautiful fish for a little bit.